Hi guys, GloryHunter here with a roundup of Revival 2018 Generation X and my first event. So yeah, it was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Gutted we didn't pre-book tickets to maybe have that extra hour in there, because we did get down there really early just to make sure, because we didn't know what the queues and that were going to be like. But we got pretty much to the front of the queue to get in, as pay on the door. Like I say, we didn't know whether we were going at first. I had a few things on it the same day, but obviously chose this over some of them and they fell through. Work even wanted me to go into work, even though I'd booked it off. But yeah, sorted that out at the last minute and we got down there. So yeah, took us about an hour to get down there from here. And nice little easy drive. And yeah, I've got quite a bit of footage. I'm going to splice it in here and there. I don't quite know how it's going to work out. I've not looked at the footage yet. I'm just doing this after, so I don't know how this video is going to turn out. Hopefully, I've got some ideas, so hopefully it's going to be alright. And yeah, a fair bit of pickups to look at as well, some decent stuff. And yeah, just a chat and recap of the madness that occurred. So, as we first got in there, and obviously paid to get in, had a quick scatter out. It was quite pleasantly surprised how bright and light it was in there, with obviously the big stadium windows. It was quite nice. I don't know, for some reason I was expecting it to maybe be a bit dark, or a lot darker than it was. So it was, leaving the missus says, like, she was pleasantly surprised how light it was and how open it felt. The big area after the Comic Con we went to, which was a bit cramped. She really enjoyed it. She suffers a bit with anxiety, which is probably why she didn't talk to as many people, but she did keep coming up to saying, "There's such and such, ain't that such and such, that's so and so who you watch," and all this. I'm like, yeah, and just like so much to take in at once, and yeah, it was crazy. But did meet quite a few people, even in passing, was nice. We should get to as and when. So yeah, first got in there and noticed a few stalls straight away, so I had a glance over them, picked a few bits up off the first one, and having a look around. And just as I got to kind of the second stall, which was almost, I suppose, the first stall as you walk in, I just glanced up, and that's Conus walked by. And just as I looked up and I was just about to say something, it was like, "Oh, you're right there, mate," and obviously shook my hand. And yeah, it was, I don't know, I wasn't expecting to be kind of noticed, if you like. I don't really know how many people there watch my channel, and obviously I know Tootie a little bit, and Man Cave, Gareth from Man Cave, I spoke to that actually the night before, and that. But yeah, anyone else, I was kind of, I don't expect them to kind of know who I am. So it was nice for him to come straight up to me and shake my hand. I had a little bit of a quick chat, but then he did say it was beer o'clock, so it was off to the bar. But nice to meet you, Daz, if you're watching Conus Galaro. Yeah, really nice to just have a quick chat and shake the hand. That was nice to, a nice whacking them into the event here, I suppose. And then, yeah, looking at obviously a few of the stores, trying to have a glance at what machines and arcades and stuff they added. Just getting in my head, like, I'm playing that late, I want to play that, and all this. And yeah, just crazy, just so much to take in. I really wish I'd have gone for the 2 days, which is something we've said we'll probably do next time, next event. That will be happening. So yeah, shortly after that, as we were looking around the arcades, I did see Gareth. It was playing on some games. And I kind of, it was playing a shooting game. Like I said, I've got some footage.
His last call for the rare and platonic talk going on down in the talks area. That begins in 5 minutes. You're looking for that. And
it was struggling a bit with a gun. Even at point blank range, I don't think it was registering quite right. And I did like whisper a few things in his ear. And he didn't realise it was me, but he seen I was recording. And after he realised it was me, he said, "Oh, I just thought you were someone recording the event." But we did have, again, a shake of the hand and a bit of a chat. And nice to meet you, Gareth. Yeah, always a pleasure to meet anybody and have a bit of a chat. But then we moved on, played some games ourselves. And obviously you don't want to take too much of people's time up, because everyone's there to enjoy the event and play their own games and stuff. But yeah, shortly after that, I think bumped into Tutti. Quickly, just a quick hello and what have you, as we were passing in. He obviously was talking to someone else at the time, so he didn't want to disrupt. But we did bump into Tutti, Stu, a few times during the event, and had a good bit of a chit chat. There was one point he was with a guy and we were talking, and then someone else caught his attention. He'd gone off to talk to them, and this guy stopped and talked to me. I didn't get his name, so apologies if you're watching. But we had a really good chat about, I don't know, everything really, collecting the event and all that kind of stuff. So that was nice, just to talk to people. Who else you see? Jay, Cybersnake7, as we were playing, I think I was playing Donkey Kong 3 or Fix It Felix. Obviously the missus likes Wreck-It Ralph, so to play that arcade was great for her as well. Really enjoyed that. Oh, really enjoyed playing that arcade from the film. And yeah, just as I turned around, Jay walked by, and I don't know if he realised who I was, so I just kind of said hi, you know, I like them statues that he was showing off in his last video, and it just, yeah, he stopped and we had a really good chat again about the event and collecting and stuff, and I've been running out of space for your collections, that kind of stuff. And yeah, he did say, like, because I mentioned it was my first event, and he did say, you know, it's a good one to come to. It was a really good event. But pleasure, if you're watching, Jay, to meet you as well and have a chat. And I did recognise a lot of people there from watching videos and that kind of stuff. But again, I don't know, I just felt a bit awkward going up to people. But yeah, I'm actually a little bit shy as well, until I get to know people and I can have a really good chat and that with them. But yeah, overall, great event. Really nice to meet some of you guys. Hopefully see you some more. So I'll definitely be booking a few more events off, and markets and that kind of stuff. We are looking at the next Leeds one. We picked up a flyer, so I'm trying to book that off straight away. Yeah, and it was just, yeah, madness, pure madness. But got hopefully a fair bit of footage for you guys to see as well, if you weren't there. See? But yeah, so let's take a look at a few pickups that we did manage to get. So like I say, the first store we hit straight away, I was just kind of like a kid in a sweet shop, just rambling through a load of stuff. Found some OG, and I think the thing on the box said, I think there were 3 for a $5. So I picked up 3 games. First one is on there now, Rayman 3 on the OG. Good condition, manual is in great condition. Oh, obviously box complete. And a game I've not really seen before, Fireblade on the OG, which is like a helicopter. I don't know if it's a sim or just a helicopter kind of shooter, but just say bonus DVD content, attack helicopter documentary, The War of War. So yeah, that's on there as well. Again, great condition and great price, 3 for a $5, especially this one. This actually had £3 on it by itself. And I've seen this before somewhere, but it was in absolutely battered condition. So to finally get this is pretty cool. Raises Hell. So this looked kind of interesting. Third person, I don't know, third person kind of game. I don't really know what kind of game it is. I'm not really looked into it, but it looks like there's a lot of blood and stuff being spewed with this cute little character with his ear ripped off there. Yeah, that looks interesting. So we'll give that a blast. There's 3 more for the OG set. So that's that running there. Bit of Rayman 3. Also off the same store, we got, I've seen this guide, and I don't know, I confused myself. When I picked it up, I thought it was the Final Fantasy X-2 guide, which obviously I've got the Final Fantasy X and X-2 remake on the PS4 now, so I thought, oh, you know, I don't have the X-2 guide, so I'll pick it up. Then I've got both, and I can get double use out of them if you like. But until I got home and looked at it properly, I just read it completely wrong, and just, I don't know, maybe the excitement had got to me. But it's still what I need, and a game that I don't know if I've finished all the way yet, so it might become useful. But it's the Final Fantasy 13 2 guide, so it's still sealed, great condition. So another Final Fantasy guide for the collection that I did still need. There's only a couple I need, so we'll look out for that X-2 guide some other time. But pick that up, I think that was a $5. And this last game as well, I found this straight away, and oh, this is one I've been after. So to see it was great. I actually seen it 3 times while I was there. So this store I got it from, it was £20. Almost mint condition. It's absolutely great, which is why I picked it straight up. Don't mind that. But then the next store I went to, they had one for, I think it was £22, but it was in worse condition. And then another store I looked at, they had it for £18, but it was, again, slightly worse condition. So the 20 quid for this near mint condition is, for me, absolutely fine. Like, the prices there were, to be fair, pretty good. Most on average. There were some that were maybe a little bit, you know, high end, if you like, but there was also some good bargains had as well. Anyway, the game we got, one that I've wanted in my collection for ages, and probably one of the most raved about or highest rated games on the PlayStation 1, especially RPG wise. It's Vagrant Story. So really happy to have this. Like I say, it's pretty much mint condition. Manual and disc is in absolutely fantastic condition. So there we are. And in fact, should we stick it on? Give it a second. Let's sit this on and have a look. Let's turn this off. And try and remember what the PlayStation screen is. Here we are, load up. So we'll take a look at this while we carry on. Just pop this over here so I don't damage it. So yeah, really happy to get that in the condition that it's in. It was awesome. And just around there, obviously looking at some more stalls and stuff. I'll try and put the footage in. There was one store, quite a few stores actually had like little bargain bins and stuff next to them. And this one came across, it is one of the, or if not the last Spec Ops game I need for the PS1. It's Spec Ops Stealth Patrol. £1. So not too bad. The case is one of the hinges is a little bit damaged, but it does have, obviously, it's a manual. So for £1, not too bad. It's rated as having some of the best graphics on the PS1. I cannot wait to play this game. But anyway, that was it for the first haul, for the first kind of run round. In fact, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. We found this. So at the back was kind of Sore Thumbs Retro, and then next to them was a guy who had a few little bits. He actually had some Dreamcast games, which were like fan-made ones, or games that didn't come out on the Dreamcast, such as Metal Gear Solid on the Dreamcast. And it was a great kind of fan-made thing with the picture discs and everything, and a couple of other games as well which didn't come out. I can't remember now what they were, but yeah, when I seen that Metal Gear, I was like, wow, Metal Gear on the Dreamcast. It looked pretty decent. So hopefully this has some background that you can see. But he had some of the arcade pops. Can't remember if you've seen these in my video before. I found these in Game, and Game was selling these. I've got quite a few of them, and I really wanted the Mega Man one, and I went everywhere around the game stores to try and find Mega Man. And I remember straight away, Tootie posted a video, and he found Mega Man straight away, and he picked it up. But anyway, this guy had 6 left in this full box, and you only get 1 Mega Man per kind of case, and he had Mega Man left. So yeah, we've picked up the Mega Man arcade box, which hopefully has Mega Man inside. It should do. All the others, depending what box you pick up, so depending what box you pick up is the character from that kind of game and box arcade. And there we are. We have Mega Man, finally, in the collection. He is pretty damn cool. It's sweet. And this was only a £5, which is bargain, because I think Game was selling these for about £7, maybe more, I'm not sure. That's £6-7. But yeah, finally have Mega Man. Haha. He's going on the shelf with all the others. Facial animation. Pretty good for PS1. Anyway, so after we looked around there for a bit, we went in the back, looked at the pinball machines, which I didn't actually get a go on, which is a bit of a shame, but I'm not that much of a pinball kind of guy. But then we went back into the back hall, which is kind of the food hall as well, but there was a trader on the way, which actually had the game that I kind of went for, I was hoping to find on the original Xbox, and that's the Castlevania Curse of Darkness, and they had it on the OG Xbox, which is what I wanted. And I was on an hour where to pick it up, and I was having a good look at it, but then realised it was the NTSC American version, so it's no good for me. So I had to leave it. Saw Thumbs actually had it on the PS2, I noticed, but I want it on the OG. So I had to leave that. But having a look around, I had a good chat with that guy actually about collecting for the OG, because I did mention I was going for a full set, and he said, like, oh, it's not very often you come across a OG full set collector. We'll talk about the artwork on the Castlevania, how nice it was and stuff. So that was nice. He's given me his card so I can look at his stuff online. And then inside the kind of food hall, there was another trader there who it's called Box and Complete, which is great because basically everything he sells is boxed and complete. And on the sticker is a guide of the condition of everything of what's being sold. So the condition of the box out of 10, the sleeve out of 10, the manual out of 10, and the game out of 10. So I picked up a couple of OG Xbox games, and these are in great condition. It's rated, this one is full 8 out of 10, and to be fair, yeah, you know, the ratings are pretty good, but it's really good condition. So the first one, he had up at 250, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Love the film, absolutely awesome film, so it'd be interested to see how the game plays. So there's that. Yeah, looks pretty good, fighting game, I think. It's one player, so it might be a fight 'em up scrolling game. I don't know, not played it yet. And another one, Dark Summit, for £2, and this is rated box 8, sleeve 7, manual 8, game 9. So snowboarding game there, and he actually did them both for £4, so I got 50p off that one. So £2 a pair, and they're in great condition, really are. Getting distracted like this, and let's have a look. So from there, we noticed it down the slope to the side of there was like the talk room, but we didn't go down straight away. Then we went back to the car and took some of the stuff back, so my bag was getting heavy with the guide, and I didn't want to pull my shoulder out. So I went back to the car, dumped them, come back in, had another look round, played a load of games and stuff for a bit, and then we went down, no, we had some food I think. Then we went, while the miss was finishing up, because she was a slow eater, I thought, I'll have a quick run down and see what's down there. And wow, another massive room of arcades and stuff. I thought it was just going to be a room with talks, but it weren't. Loads more arcades and traders down there. So I ran back up, waiting for the missus, so we need to come down here. So I went back down there, excuse me. And yeah, played some more arcades, and another good look round. The stores and stuff that were down there. Came across this store which had a load of really good games, but the prices were pretty much top end. I never thought I'd ever see a copy of Rule of the Rose, but there it was, £250, Rule of Rose on the PS2. A game which I actually really want, not because it's worth anything, but because I'm a massive survival horror fan. It's one of my favourite, if not my favourite genre of game to play. And it's supposed to be a good game, so I would love to play that game. But £250, absolutely no chance. But yeah, some really good games. And I wanted to pick up some Dreamcast games, because I just don't come across Dreamcast games. So I picked up 3 Dreamcast games and a couple of OG Xbox games. Now, the OG Xbox games were pretty fairly priced, standard, and the Dreamcast games I picked up, which were kind of okay priced as well. But yeah, like I say, don't come across them. Games I really wanted. So we picked these up. And he did me a deal, actually. It was 28 points. So this came, it was £78 that I'd picked up. I think he did it. He probably did it for 70 off the top of my head. So the £8 game, basically I got free. Or I got £8 knocked off, whatever. But yeah, did me a deal. So the OG Xbox games were picked up. First game I actually have on the PS2, but wanted it on the OG Xbox obviously to complete the set, and it's one of my favourite games. Absolutely amazing game. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, the first one. I already have the second one on the OG, and this one on the PS2, like I say. On the PS2. So love to play this through again on the OG. Obviously we're going to get some better graphics hopefully and sound and whatever, but yeah, just play this game so many times. Great condition as well. It's about the going rate for that game as well. So yeah, really happy to have that. That I actually tried to buy in CX once, but they had the disc for number 2, but obviously I'd already got it. Then someone had messed it up, so happy to finally get it. And then again, we kind of got free, or however you want to look at it, Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction. That was up at 8, and again, great condition on it. Really happy with that. Look, really like Hulk as a character, so running around smashing a load of stuff up. Get into that. And then our Dreamcast games. So the first one, I've seen a few stores had this actually. Some weren't in that good a condition, even though they were slightly cheaper. So I don't mind paying a little bit extra to get a better condition one. All of the cases are fine. As we know, Dreamcast games are prone to breaking quite easy. Just gonna pop this down a bit. Concentrate. The first one is the Nomad Soul, which has the music from David Bowie in it. I'm a massive Bowie fan, so I've wanted to play this since it first come out, and I've just never got hold of it. Off memory as well, I think David Bowie's in the game because they put likenesses and facial animation in the game. I'm pretty sure he's a character in the game as well, so be looking out for him and finding that out. I've never, like I said, I've never played it, but really wanted to. So yeah, it says on the bottom, 220 minutes of dialogue with real-time facial motion capture. So yeah, an original soundtrack by David Bowie, Reeves Gables, including 8 songs also featured on the Bowie album Hours. So yeah, really looking forward to playing that. We have the disc, obviously. Get some focus there. Getting a bit of side light again, so like the TV in the background on this one. And the manual, which is in great condition, and no bluing on, well, a little bit of bluing on the back, but it's not too bad. So there's our Dreamcast. Next one, a game again that I've wanted to play for ages. I really love this series of movies, and I have one of the games now on the OG. But this is Evil Dead, Hail to the King, baby, on the Dreamcast. That was up at 20 as well. There we are, Bruce Campbell on the back. Like I say, I like my kind of survival horror type games, so, and I love playing on the Dreamcast. So another great kind of survival horror game on Dreamcast. Chainsaws, boomsticks, and dead it is. Oh my, movie. Yeah, just really looking forward to playing this. It's like you can dual wield weapons. You've got your chainsaw in one hand and then play the shotgun or the weapons in the other hand. There is our disc. My Dreamcast isn't quite set up, otherwise I'd put one of these on as well. I have to do a lot of fiddling to get that on. And nice thick chunky manual with some other flies in there as well. So yeah, looking forward to playing that. I have a lot of games to play through in a minute. And the last game, I picked this up because it was up at 20. And I remember seeing this in quite a few places for a lot more, talking 30, 35 plus. So I don't know if the price has come down a bit. After checking on like CX and that, the price has come down a bit on these. But anyway, a game I've always been curious of playing. They did have the second one as well. But I think that was about 30, 35. And I was slowly running out of money. But picked up the first one for now to see if I enjoy it and get into it. But it's highly regarded as one of the better games on the Dreamcast. It's Power Stone. So Power Stone on the Dreamcast, I think it's kind of an arena brawler, 4-player, kind of bouncing around the arena, picking stuff up, throwing them at each other, and yeah, fighting to the death. So there is our disc, like I say, all in good condition, and a manual at the back, which is in absolutely fantastic condition, like not been touched at all. Almost smells brand new. Yeah, nice flat, thick, chunky manuals. So really happy to get some Dreamcast games and some good quality ones that I've been after for a while that I'm going to enjoy playing. So anyway, after being down there, actually across from there was, I think it's Dirty Retro, it's called. So a lot of kind of miscellaneous bits and, I don't want to say junk, but stuff that's in not the best condition but selling off really cheap. And he had a bargain bin with a load of free stuff, which we were just having a glance over to see what was in there. I picked up a few bits just to make do. Picked this up for free in the bargain bin. So PS2 controller. I don't know. I don't have it. So if it's any good, I'll keep it. If not, I don't know, move it on. Got that there. I picked up some controllers actually. These, it said on the box £1 to £3. I picked up some PS2 controllers. 2 black and a silver. He did them for all 3 for a £5. So a few controllers there. I mean, worst comes to the worst, they trade in, I don't know, about 6-7 quid each. So you know, they were a £5, so that's not too bad. I'll see if they work. And 3 bits out the bargain bin. We got a game pouch, which will help me store my games. Going on holiday soon, so store my games to the plane. That will do nicely. Another big kind of Competition Pro pouch. Inside the top, we had a load of stuff in there: cables, a magnifying glass, I think for a Game Boy, a charger, that kind of stuff. And these are all free. And in the bottom, you got a little pouch in the bottom there. It's got a strap and whatever on there. We don't like a good strap on. Anyway, another case as well. Can't get enough of me cases for storing stuff, so picked a few up. That holds some kind of DS games and stuff. Probably get a DS in there again for the plane. And a couple of memory card cases, so might get my GameCube card in one of them. I'm not sure. If not, they'll do for the Mrs. SD cards because she needs some of them. So they were free, all good. And we picked up this one game as well. We weren't too bothered about the game. It was one of the case I wanted for a case replacement, but we got Pro Street in there as well for the PS3. Obviously no manual case, I just wanted the case, so that's fine. And as we were kind of scurrying through and looking at what else is in there, he chucked this into the box and said, "There, have it, fight for it, whoever wants it can have it." And the missus looked up and went, "Are you for real?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, have it." So she picked it up, and it was a pink DS Lite. So, I mean, there's no stylus. I've got a spare stylus, that ain't a problem. But yeah, she opened it up and went to turn it on, and obviously it didn't turn on. He's like, "Oh yeah, it don't work." And she kind of laughed. She's like, "Oh, that's fine." But she looked at me like, "Should I take it anyway?" It's like, you know, it's up to you. She said, "Well, you know, my mum's pretty good at repairing stuff, so probably get it to work." But anyway, so she took it. The hinges are broke. It's free, I ain't bothered. The screen's in great condition. But we got home and charged it up. And yeah, it works fine. It's absolutely fine. So give it a good charge. Tested it with a game, and it is all working, singing and dancing DS Lite for free. So she was over the moon. Like, she wanted one herself, because I've got one. Now we both have one for the plane journey. We have an 11-hour flight coming up, so it's going to kill a lot of time. She was just, yeah, absolutely over the moon that she got a free DS. She's wanted one herself for a while, because she used to have one. And in there was a pin case as well for a DS. So I said, you may as well pick that up just in case, chuck it in. So she has a nice little pink DS, even though she didn't really like pink, and a case to go with it. So absolute bargain of the day. I don't know if you knew whether it was actually working or not, so you know, whatever. took the chance, we took it, it was free, and it worked, so that was an absolute bargain. And while we're on the subject of free stuff, upstairs, like I say, a lot of tables had bargain bins, or even bins saying, you know, free stuff, take it as much as you want. So most of this I took just for kind of case replacements. First one, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on the PS1. It's a game we'll probably actually play at Christmas. My dad loves quizzes and that kind of stuff, so we'll get the old multi-tap out and see if we can get through to the million. But the case is in great condition, so that'll be a case replacement. But we have the game and manual as well, so it's an extra game as well for the PS1. A game I actually wanted and needed, and it was free, so definitely pick this up. PS2, The Getaway, Black Monday, so that completes that series. Been after this for a while, and it's actually in pretty good condition, and has the map and poster in there as well, so fully complete. So that's a good one to get for free. Mrs. picked this up just to see if we wanted it. It is Mario Strikers Charged Football on the way. It doesn't have the manual, but you know, it's free, so got that as well. And picked up this one, Ghost Squad. I really love this game. Not long I actually picked it up, but it was free. And like I said, I picked it up mainly for a case replacement in case you come across a bad or damaged case. But it's all there, so if anyone wants that or whatever, you know, you can have it. I just wanted the case. So yeah, I know the free stuff as well. Who doesn't like free stuff? And there was PC games for free and all kinds of stuff. Like, yeah, it was great. So after playing on a load more arcades and chatting to people and stuff again, got a couple of final pickups just before we were leaving. This I'd noticed, which I'm interested in playing, Dracula the Resurrection. It was up at 6, PS1, mouse compatible, so we've got a mouse, 2-disc game, good condition, got both disc and manual. I was going to ask him if he'd do it for a $5, but I was looking at the OG games he had as well, and came across another one and thought, oh, I'll see if I can get a deal. £2. Lemony Snicket's Series of Unfortunate Events, just a nice, quick, cheap filler that I needed, good condition, and I completely forgot to ask if he'd do me a deal, but you know, weren't too bothered. So got them as well. Then we were playing on this kind of drum bongos game that was in Japanese. We had no idea what we were doing, but we were playing the Mario theme tune. And someone to the side of us was playing Guitar Hero. I was like, oh, I want to quick go on Guitar Hero. I've not played it for ages. So as they finished, it was coming towards the end of the day, we jumped on Guitar Hero, having a good blast on that. Been a while since I played it, and the last Guitar Hero I played was the other version with a different guitar, so getting used to the buttons was, I don't know, it felt awkward again. So I just stuck it on hard, and I think we got some footage of that as well. So I had a quick blast on that. And as we finished, looked around, and pretty much everyone had gone. We didn't realise the place had kind of was closing. But no one kind of come up and said, you know, you've had your time to get off kind of thing. It was fairly relaxed, so, but we didn't want to take the mic. So we finished up, headed off out. We did have a look, scout around to see if we could find anyone to say goodbye to, but either they'd gone or they were in different rooms. The time, like I said, was pushing on. The day just flew by. The first few hours you think, yeah, you've got loads of time to do stuff, and then before you know it, time's gone. And your time's up, so this is why it's good to go for 2 days. But yeah, we had a great time, absolutely great time there. In fact, we nipped over to the Pound World, which was next to it, because Games-O-Matic said he'd been in there and found a few games, and there was one that I wanted that he picked up. But I got a picture of stuff that did have. Nothing really for me, but you know, they're there if you want them. Not £1, they are like £5, £3, something like that. But yeah, so then we headed back, and that was Revival for us. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thanks to everyone who stopped by to say hi, even if it was a quick hi and handshake. It was really nice to meet and talk to some of you guys. We'll definitely be going again, and like I say, go to other events. So, you know, if you see me again, please come say hi. When you see you at the events, I'll let you know hopefully which ones we're going to. And what more is there to say? Hopefully the footage speaks for itself. Had some great times playing Bubble Bobble, one of my favourite games. In fact, I've missed a pickup. There is one more thing that's just reminded me, bear with. So I had with me my trusty PlayStation bag, which I was keeping my pickups in. But on my strap, one guy was selling some badges, and they were bubble badges. I only picked up 3. These were 50p each, but we did get kind of the main ones. Bub and Bob, the blue and green. He only actually had 1 green one left, so I was well happy to get that. It took me a while searching through to get it. And the bubble kind of main sign. Let's see if we can focus on that. There we go. Bubble sign. Did have a lot of the enemies in badges as well, which if I see again, I'll probably pick up. Yeah, being one of my favourite games, it was nice to get them. And we did have a go on it on a console I'd never seen before. Unfortunately, it was 1 player on that, so I had a quick blast through. I say a quick blast through. A couple of levels later, I think we got to about level 50 or something like that. Just bringing back the memories, blasting through that. But they did have a little arcade version of it as well, which we had to go on, as well as stuff like Wonder Boy and that. That was another one. We were playing on the 64 the other day. We were going to set up a game of GoldenEye, because I've played it for a while. And after playing it, we realised how hard the controls were. But as we were about to set up, 2 other guys jumped and said, you know, do you mind if we play 4 players? Like, absolutely not. Jump in. So we had a quick 4-player game on GoldenEye as well, which is quite interesting. The missus played Mario Kart 8-player, I think it was. She had a blast on that. We had the Street Fighter tournament, and I felt like right play wearing a Street Fighter t-shirt and get absolutely battered. See what that footage turns out like. Yeah, none of us did too well on that, but for a bit of fun. And that was what it was all about, having a bit of fun. I don't know, I've probably forgotten this summit. I always do. But once again, awesome event. Had a great time. Nice to meet you all. So yeah, if you are new around here, if you find me for the first time, please hit the subscribe button. It'd be nice to see some more of you guys. And hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Event and video. Catch you later, guys.